to prepare for the Lion's Gate portal. This is a question I get asked continuously, especially because the Lion's Gate portal is very near and dear to my heart, and I have been working consciously with this portal for at least 10 years. The Lion's Gate portal falls always between the 28th of July and the 12th of August. This is a portal that has been recognized historically since millennia, and especially during the time of Egyptian civilization, where they used to have the celebration of the fertility that the floods of the River Nile would cause in the lands adjacent to the river, allowing for beautiful and abundant harvests. It is also a time in the sign of Leo, lion, which is a very connected energy with Egypt, the energy of the sun, and the sun is the regent of the sign of Leo. It is a moment of abundance where the call of abundance from the universe and the connection to the abundant flow of the earth are the most prominent energies of this portal. Historically, the peak of this portal is on the 8th of August. So here you have a gateway, an arc of time between the 28th of July to the 12th of August, whereby on the 8th of August, this energy peaks. And the reason being, from a very precise scientific astronomical perspective, not astrological, is that Sirius, the star, which is the star around which our sun goes around, our sun and the earth are all aligned. And this alignment in a straight line that happens historically on the 8th of August creates a very special magnetic field caused by the gravitational force of the earth and these two powerful stars that are so connected to us and life on earth, that the tides of the oceans, the seas, the rivers, and the waters of the planet in general, including our own aspects that are water, since we are on average 75% water, are very influenced by this portal time. On top of everything, this portal time has the frequency of the number 8 double, right? 8 is the month of August, 8 is the day, 8. So this portal this year adds up also to the 8 in the year, because the year 2024 adds up to 8. So you have a portal that is now a triple 8, 8. And this is going to be a very important moment for us as humans in this moment of the ascension of the earth. And there's another video where I explain this in depth. I'll leave the link in the comments to this video. But what I want to talk to you about today is about how to prepare for this portal, since this is such an important time. From Thursday, June the 20th, the day of the solstice, to Thursday, August 8th of this year, 2024, there are exactly 7 weeks. And each one of these weeks are to be considered like a little stepping stone that is leading us to that moment of that portal. Think of the portal like a big door that opens up all of a sudden, and that you can leap through that door, and on the other side there's a higher energy that will uplift you and will take you up, or like a big surfing wave that you can wave through that portal. And that means that each of these weeks until we get there is a very important week for us to intentionally prepare for this portal time. As I mentioned, this is a portal of abundance. It's also a portal of infinite possibilities, meaning it's a portal that allows us to connect with the infinity of possibilities for our lives. The number 8, as you know, is the same as you would do for the infinity symbol. And this also is very connected to our ability to explore and experience life from that expanded connection that the fifth dimensional reality allows us to tune in. The most important aspect of this way of living is to be connected, knowing the feeling of oneness, of unity. as opposed to being constantly in the focus of the material world, which is all about contrast and separation. That's really a very important aspect that tells you if you're experiencing life in the third dimensional expression in the material world, or if you're being able to experience life from that expanded space of knowing that you are in tune with the universe, that what you create is a co-creation of what you put out there that comes back to you like a magnetic experience versus the shoulds and musts and push pull energy that is typical of the material world. So to experience more of this expansive ability of living life from a space where we co-create in the flow with joy, feeling the soulful purpose in action, and therefore being very fulfilled and feeling the love that we put out there and that returns to us multiplied so many more times. That is why preparing for this portal is so key, because you can make this moment count for you in an exponential way. We've already been through 1 week and we're currently on week 2. So the idea is to use every Thursday of the coming Thursdays until 888 to intentionally create one goal, to ground one specific aspect of what you desire to see in your life. And using the date of the 8th of August like a jumping board to that new way of existing, of living, of experiencing your life. And trust me when I tell you that you have so much more power than you even give yourself credit for to create the life you desire. And yes, there are a lot of things to do in order to move beyond the conditionings, the limiting beliefs, the looping thoughts that we have. But that is why this is such an important time, because this is a time where we're actually being supported by the energies going on week upon week until we get to that portal. So what you can do to prepare for this portal is, number one, to take notice that this is not just a time in which you are floating through life and just going about your life. Notice that this is time whereby your intentionality, the way in which you establish how you're going to live each day, counts, if you may, even more than other times. So day in and day out, make a concerted effort to really stay in a state of gratitude, in a state of higher frequency, of breaking those old loops as much as you can. And I know it's not that easy. And that's why I say stay in a state of gratitude, because gratitude is a wonderful energy that allows us really tune into that aspect of our hearts that is full, that is filled. And when we feel true gratitude, for example, at the beginning of a day, because of the new day, because you were able to have a full night's sleep, or because you were able to be in a clean bed, or because you were able to take a shower when you went to bed, or you have clear water waiting for you so you can make a coffee or a tea, or any of the things that matter to you, because maybe you are lucky enough to be able to see the beautiful sun coming through the window, or maybe you have legs that can take you to walk without pain, or any of the things that you can be grateful for in your life that are countless. Trust me, regardless of your situation, there's always things to be grateful for. And when you can do that, when you can think of gratitude at night, and when you can think of gratitude when you get up, that already will help you set the day and set your sleep time to a certain frequency that is higher than the standard and will support you in holding that frequency day in and day out. Now, I said Thursdays, right, is where the next week clicks into another step, another stepping stone of this runway to 888. So one way in which you can approach this is by making one concerted effort per week. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep track of your looping thoughts and reverse it by putting a positive version of the looping thought when you are aware of it? Or maybe you're going to make a concerted effort to eat in a more wholesome way, with the awareness that what you nourish yourself with, what you put in your body, reflects for you the energy and the feeling and the way in which you feel and in which you live inside your body. Or maybe you're going to take time to journal, to really get down to the nitty gritty of what you desire, revisit those desires. We are halfway on the normal calendar year. Normally, those goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year by now have kind of gotten a little bit blurry. So how about you revisit these goals? Where is it that you want to find yourself at the end of this year? What is it that you want to kickstart with all the power of 8-8 right after the portal? Utilizing the energies of Leo, of the sun, of the fire, of the abundant universe that is supporting you. There are also full moons and new moons. There's a full moon on July 21st that's going to be a full moon in Capricorn, the second full moon in Capricorn in this space. The first one was the day after the solstice, and it was also in Capricorn, which is a very rare occurrence. And Capricorn is a sign of earth, is a sign that allows us to tune into that expression, that pregnant expression of that full moon, and ground it, bring it to earth, bring it into action, bringing into being. So it is up to you how you're going to confront every new week and every new step. Are you going to start meditating day upon day, or are you going to meditate for a longer time? Or are you going to utilize any of the tools that you have? Maybe you are familiar with the violet flame and you can use it to transmute situations. Or maybe you're going to start meditating and you've never done it before. And if you're one of those, I invite you to go to my website, theawakenedpath.com, and download the free gifts there. There's 2 meditations that you can download for free. And there's also a handout to help you get onto a morning ritual, to set it up for you. Maybe that's what you want to do to start changing your life. What is important to be aware of is that big results are achieved with small little steps that consistently happen day after day. Whenever we have a big goal, it is overwhelming for us as humans, and it's very helpful when we can chunk it down to smaller goals and then celebrate each of the smaller goals as we go along. What I want to make very potently clear for you is that this time more than ever is not a time to take lightly. It's not a time to simply be and wait until you're ready and wait for next time and wait until conditions are better. You are the one creating the conditions. This is a time that is supporting your transformation in the most beautiful way. This is a time to utilize this portal to really uplift you, to take you into that space of fulfillment that you're yearning for. And also, if you want to have a magical, incredible experience, I invite you to check the description to this video, because I am going to be holding a powerful 4-day event throughout this portal in another very powerful land, which is Mount Shasta. It's a sacred land, is the root chakra of the world. So from the 7th of August to the 10th of August of 2024, you can be held and accompanied as you step through this portal. The invitation is for you to take this time in your hands, to understand how potent this runway time is, so that then we can go through that portal and really take off like a rocket to the moon and beyond. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see what you're going through. And if I can answer any of your questions, leave me comments below. I'll be happy to check in with you. And please subscribe to this channel. Lots of love and happy co-creation.